There's a moment between what happens to you and how you choose to respond, and in that moment lies your power. Most people live in reaction mode. Someone says something negative and they lash out. Something goes wrong and they panic. But the truth is, power doesn't come from reacting. It comes from mastering your emotions, staying in control, and choosing your response. The trap of emotional reactions. Imagine you're in traffic and someone cuts you off. Your instinct? Anger, frustration, maybe even shouting. But what does that reaction do? Nothing. It doesn't move traffic faster. It doesn't change what happened. It only drains your energy. Now picture someone who remains calm, focused, but the way you respond determines whether you stay in control or give your power away. Reacting to everything means you allow external forces to dictate your mood, your energy, and even your decisions. The truth is, most things are not worth your time or emotional investment. Mastering the ability to step back and stay calm gives you an edge over those who live in constant reaction mode. Think about the moments when you've reacted impulsively, whether it was snapping back at someone, getting frustrated over something trivial, or letting a negative comment ruin your day. In hindsight, did those reactions serve you? Did they improve the situation? Most of the time they didn't. Emotional reactions often lead to regret, wasted energy, and unnecessary stress. But when you learn to pause, observe, and choose whether something is worth engaging with, you gain freedom. You free yourself from being controlled by every little thing that happens around you. People who react emotionally to everything live in a state of constant exhaustion. They are always on edge, always feeling triggered by the smallest inconveniences. The traffic jam ruins their morning, a rude comment online makes them angry, or a minor mistake at work destroys their confidence. But those who practice non-reaction, or they understand that their peace is too valuable to be disturbed by things that don't truly matter. They choose what deserves their attention and what doesn't. This ability to filter out the noise is a superpower. In every situation, you have a choice. You can react or you can observe. You can take things personally or you can let them go. You can waste time arguing over things that won't matter tomorrow, or you can focus on what truly moves your life forward. The strongest people in the world, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, are not those who engage in every battle, but those who know which battles are worth fighting. They don't get lost in petty conflicts or meaningless drama. Instead, they channel their energy into things that make a real difference. When you learn to stop reacting to everything, you develop a deep sense of inner peace. You become unshakable. People notice this energy. They see your ability to remain calm in chaos, to stay focused in the face of negativity, and to rise above situations that bring others down. And when you operate from this place, you naturally attract more respect, more opportunities, and more success. Not everything deserves your reaction because not everything is worthy of your energy. Every time you choose not to engage in negativity, you strengthen your mindset. Every time you refuse to be pulled into pointless drama, you grow. And every time you stay in control instead of reacting emotionally, you prove to yourself that you are in charge of your life, not your circumstances. The mind needs training. Developing emotional discipline takes practice but leads to mastery. Just like an athlete trains their body for peak performance, you must train your mind to stay in control under pressure. Most people believe that emotions are automatic, that how they feel in a moment is beyond their control. But the truth is, over time, with repetition and practice, it became second nature. The same applies to emotional discipline. If you have spent years reacting impulsively to situations, it's only natural that your mind defaults to those patterns. However, when you begin to train yourself to pause before reacting, to assess before speaking, and to choose your response with intention, you start rewiring your brain. One of the biggest obstacles to emotional mastery is the belief that we must react immediately. In reality, the most powerful people know the value of pausing. That split-second moment between stimulus and response is where your power lies. When something triggers you, your brain's instinct is to go into fight or flight mode. But if you train yourself to pause, take a breath, and assess the situation, you shift from reaction to control. This single habit can change the way you handle stress, conflict, and adversity. Training your mind for discipline is not about suppressing emotions, it's about mastering them. You still feel anger, frustration, or disappointment, but you no longer let those emotions dictate your actions. Instead of arguing in the heat of the moment, you hold back and respond when you are calm. Instead of feeling defeated by failure, you reframe it as a lesson. Instead of allowing fear to stop you, you condition yourself to move forward despite it. Emotional training requires daily practice. Meditation helps create mental space, allowing you to observe thoughts without being controlled by them. Visualization helps you prepare for difficult situations so you can respond with clarity. Journaling allows you to reflect on past reactions and identify patterns to improve. Even something as simple as deep breathing can shift you from a reactive state to a composed one. The more you train, the stronger you become. Mastery is not achieved overnight, but those who commit to training their minds eventually gain an unshakable presence. They are the ones who remain calm in chaos, who make clear decisions under pressure, and who command respect without having to demand it. The difference between those who react impulsively and those who stay in control is not genetics or luck, it's training. And once you develop this level of discipline, you don't just navigate life better, you rise above it. Not everything deserves a reaction. In a world where people are quick to get offended, argue, and let their emotions dictate their actions, learning when to stay silent is a powerful skill. Reacting to everything means you are constantly being controlled by external forces, whether it's someone's rude comment, a frustrating situation, or an unexpected challenge. But the truth is, most things don't require your energy or response. The moment you realize that, you start gaining true power over your mind and emotions. Think about a time when someone said something negative to you. Maybe it was an insult, a criticism, or just an unnecessary remark. Your immediate instinct might have been to react, to defend yourself, to argue, or to snap back. But what would that have accomplished? Would it have changed their opinion? Would it have made the situation better? Most likely it would have only escalated things, draining your energy and affecting your mood. Now imagine if you had simply ignored it, smiled, and walked away. Instead of giving that person power over your emotions, you would have stayed in control. That's real strength. When you react to everything, you're allowing other people and situations to dictate how you feel. Someone cuts you off in traffic, and now you're angry for the next hour. A coworker makes a passive-aggressive comment, and suddenly your whole day is ruined. A stranger on social media disagrees with you, and now you're arguing with them for no reason. The question is it worth it? Most of the time, the answer is no. You're giving away your peace over things that won't matter tomorrow, the people who have the most influence. The ability to stay calm in the face of negativity is a skill that separates leaders from followers. It's easy to react. It takes real strength to stay composed. Every time you choose not to engage in unnecessary conflicts, you are training yourself to be mentally stronger. You are proving to yourself that you are in control of your emotions, not the other way around. And the best part, when you stop reacting to negativity, you naturally attract more positivity. People respect those who remain unshaken, and opportunities come to those who stay focused on what truly matters. So the next time you feel the urge to react, pause, ask yourself, is this worth my energy? If the answer is no, let it go. Protect your peace. Keep your power. Not everything deserves your reaction, and when you understand that, you start living life on your own terms. Inner peace is your greatest asset, and protecting it means learning the power of not reacting. The world is full of noise, people arguing, complaining, seeking attention, and trying to pull you into their drama. But when you train yourself to remain calm and detached, you'll gain a level of clarity and control that most people never achieve. Not reacting isn't about being passive, it's about choosing where to invest your energy. Every reaction costs you something, your time, your peace, your mental clarity. The question is, are you willing to pay that price for something that doesn't serve you? But when you learn to step back and observe without immediate reaction, you take control of your emotions instead of letting them control you. The ability to detach from negativity is not weakness, it is wisdom. It means you recognize that your energy is too valuable to be wasted on things that won't matter in the long run. A person who masters non-reaction becomes unshakable. They are the ones who can remain calm in the middle of chaos, make clear decisions under pressure, and stay focused no matter what distractions come their way. This kind of presence commands respect. When people see that you don't get easily rattled or provoked, they begin to see you as someone who operates on a higher level. They start treating you differently, not because you demanded respect, but because you earned it through your self-control. This skill is especially important when dealing with difficult people. Some individuals thrive on provoking reactions from others. They feed off drama, seek attention through conflict, and try to pull you into their negativity. But when you refuse to engage, they lose their power over you. They become frustrated because they no longer have control over your emotions. This doesn't mean you allow people to disrespect you. It means you choose your battles wisely. Every time you choose to remain calm instead of reacting, you reinforce your strength. You show yourself and the world that you are in control of your mind, your emotions, and your life. The question is, are you willing to pay that price for something that doesn't serve you? But when you learn to step back and observe without immediate reaction, you take control of your emotions instead of letting them control you. The Not reacting isn't just a strategy, it's a way of living that leads to greater peace, power, and success. Responding with intention is far more powerful than reacting with emotion. Most people go through life on autopilot, letting their emotions dictate their responses to situations. They react out of anger, frustration, or fear without pausing to consider the consequences. But true power lies in mastering the ability to pause, assess, and respond with purpose. When you shift from reacting impulsively to responding intentionally, you take control of your life. Think about a time when you reacted emotionally and later regretted it. Maybe you said something in anger that damaged a relationship. Maybe you made a rash decision that led to unnecessary stress. Now, imagine if you had taken just a few moments to breathe, think, and choose your response carefully. The outcome would have been completely different. That's the difference between reacting and responding. One is driven by emotion, the other by wisdom. When you react impulsively, you are being controlled by the situation. You dictate the direction of the conversation, the tone of the interaction, and the overall outcome. Leaders, successful entrepreneurs, and high performers all have one thing in common. They don't let their emotions take the wheel. They practice emotional intelligence, ensuring that their responses align with their goals rather than being dictated by fleeting feelings. Training yourself to respond instead of react requires mindfulness. It means creating space between stimulus and action. The next time you feel triggered, take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what outcome do I want from this situation? Instead of reacting based on your initial emotional response, when you learn to stay composed in any situation, you gain a quiet inner strength that others notice. People respect those who remain calm under pressure, who think before they speak, and who always act with purpose. Instead of being someone who is easily provoked, you become someone who is trusted, admired, and in control. By responding with intention rather than reacting with emotion, you elevate yourself to a level of power that few people ever reach.